Okay, so what is the CRIC?
It stands for Canadian Referendum Initiated by Citizens. Now, this yellow vest movement that's happening all around the world, it started in France, and they're pushing for something called the RIC, Referendum Initiated by Citizens. Same idea. We just added a C to it. Not only France, but Belgium, Ireland, Australia, Holland, and Sweden. All the people from all these countries are pushing for the same thing. Essentially what we want to do is implement a safeguard into our government structure that when they pass an overreaching law like this United Nations Migration Pact that has huge implications on every Canadian, we want to have the power to step in and demand that we have a referendum about these issues. The government is corrupt. It's not listening to the people, what we want. That's why we're forced to organize these rallies and come here and try to raise awareness. And this would be a safeguard for our rights and to try to get some accountability back from our government, who clearly isn't listening to the people anymore.
Didn't Trudeau say when he was getting elected that he believed in accountability and he believed in transparency? Yeah,
he did lie about all those things, it seems, because tomorrow they're going to have a closed room deal about the latest scandal. I believe it's the
SNC labeling.
SNC, thank you. Which is a huge scandal. Lots of money being passed behind closed doors, and they're going to decide our law. You know what I mean? Our rule of law of Canada behind closed doors in a closed meeting tomorrow. Many of us are going to be here opposed to that too, rallying, trying to raise awareness.
Do you believe, out of numbers-wise, approval rating on the UN Pact? How many Canadians do you think approve of the UN Pact, and how many do you don't think approve of the UN Pact by percentage-wise?
Percentage-wise, I think 70 to 80% of Canadians disapprove of the United Nations Migration Pact, and if they don't, it's because they don't know the full implications of it. You know what I mean?
So a lack of education on the topic is a reason why you think people would be for the UN Pact.
Yes, they don't realize the implications of what's going on. Even economically, we cannot support bringing in 1 million plus people in the next 2 years and pay for them. We don't have the economy for it. It's unsustainable.
Do you think it's fair to bring in immigrants here and refugees when we already have our own sitting on the streets, our own homeless people and homeless vets on the streets? Do you think it's fair to put people in refugees in hotels while our homeless people sit on the asphalt?
No. The simple answer is no. I do believe in legal immigration and refugees if they meet the criteria and they come here properly. I do not believe in this mass migration that's happening, which is completely illegal. It's mass illegal immigration. And, our rule of law is being ignored, our rights to protect our own border. What Justin Trudeau did by signing our sovereignty over to the UN is high treason. It makes us a security threat not only to us, but to America. And I don't want to be the enemy of America. You know
Absolutely. Do you believe when it comes to Donald Trump and the United States and Canada, we've always had allies with the United States. Do you think our relationship with the United States has been tainted by Justin Trudeau's inability to run this country?
Definitely, yes. His incompetence has made it so that Trump has labeled us a terrorist threat. And it's definitely affecting our relationship with the United States. And he doesn't have the intelligence to negotiate a trade deal, so we're getting screwed with everything there. We sent a drama teacher in to negotiate with a businessman.
Yeah, I agree with you there.